Alright, what's going on? I'm shooting these videos back to back because I haven't had time to make videos. But basically, I'm going to talk today about the difference between starting your barber career at barber school versus starting as a cosmetologist and then crossing over into the barbering industry. So I learned a few things. I'm going to take out my notepad because I asked my instructors, they've been a barber for a long time. When you're a crossover, you do your 1,600 hours. As a barber, you do your 1,500 hours. That's how it works. So cosmetologist 16, barber 15. After you become a cosmetologist and you cross over into a barber, you automatically are doing 400 hours. But the difference is once you're done with those 400 hours, you're not an apprentice. You're a licensed barber. So you're dual licensed, right? It's a 400-hour difference. And that's what I want you to stay on track with. As a barber, you're doing your 1,500 hours. I think that's 9 months or 10 months. I don't know how long it is. I went cosmetology route, of course. So you're doing 9 months or 10 months, and then afterwards you get your apprentice license. So you take your theory exam, you take your state board and your practical, and then you get your apprentice license. You go work in the field for 18 months, and then you redo the exam, pay for state board and everything, and then you're a licensed barber. The difference with the cosmetologist is after you take your practical and your theory for your cosmetology license, you cross over, you take your practical and your theory for the barber license, and you're done. So you have to look at what makes sense to you. I don't know the difference of being an apprentice in the field versus being licensed. I will be licensed in December, but so far the program's going by pretty fast. I signed up for a 10-week program at Original Barber School, and the timing worked out perfectly. I was only off for about 2 weeks in between getting my cosmetology license and beginning my crossover program for barbering school. So I have to do 400 hours. I'm already 120 hours in. I'll be done by middle of December. And that's amazing to say. You know, the opportunity doesn't come for everybody. So I just highly recommend you do your research. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of answers out there. So if you were wondering if you're going to become a licensed barber or a cosmetologist who crosses over into barbering, hopefully that answers some of your questions. I'm a cosmetologist who wanted to focus on barbering, so I decided to take this route. I didn't know anything about the apprentice situation until after I became licensed. So thankfully, I did it this way. I didn't know it'd be beneficial in the beginning, but the main difference between us is gonna be 500-hour difference. So a barber apprentice is getting 1,500 hours, then 18 months in the field, and then a crossover is doing 2,000 hours in total, and we're dual licensed right away. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Oh, let me add that to the video. I'm very transparent about how much I paid and how I got there. So we'll break that down as much as we can. When you're thinking about barbering and you're thinking about the cosmetology aspect, for cosmetology school, I did pay about $20,000 to $21,000. I got scholarships and everything. So about $21,000. Barbering school would have been about, I believe, $14,000 to $16,000. So it's about a $5,000 difference, right? And then for my crossover program, I paid another $6,500. So you look at it, basically you're gonna save $10,000 by not doing the crossover program, but you'll be saving time by becoming a cosmetologist and doing the crossover, just being fully licensed and going about your business any way you want. So it comes down to you, the financial aid aspect. Obviously, I took out a student loan because it is accredited by the, they're federally funded, and that's how I was able to get financial aid through them. I only came out of pocket like $1,500 to be honest with you. So that's my aspect of that. And then I got a scholarship to go get my crossover license. Thankfully that paid for that. So yeah, that's the aspect you want to look at it as. It's either $15,000 for the barbering, 18 months after. So you're doing about 27 months in total for your full barber license, or you're doing 15 months for your cosmetology license and your barber license. So dual license versus barber license, and then you're looking at 15, 16,000. You're looking about 26, 27,000. So it's completely up to you which makes sense to you. I just wanted to be in a shop working right away, and I didn't want to limit myself on my situation. So I decided to go that route. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and hopefully this was able to help. Hopefully you were able to distinguish if you wanted to go the barber apprentice route or you wanted to go the cosmetologist crossover barber route like I did.